Hello everyone, welcome to Euron, and in this project lecture we are going to see a small AI demo. So where we are going to build an AI which is going to summarize a complete book, whatever PDF book that you are going to pass into that particular AI, and it is going to give you an answer. Apart from that, so we have added a couple of more modules over here, so which is related to a YouTube videos. So let's suppose if I'm trying to create a YouTube videos and if I'm looking for a summary of that YouTube video along with a timestamp so that I will be able to update it inside a description. Apart from that, so if I'm looking for something, so where AI is going to give me a title, a possible title, or maybe a thumbnail title, video title, or maybe a tag which has been required for doing an SEO for a YouTube video. So we are going to build even that particular part, and eventually you all will be able to expose it as a tool, as a MCP tool, which I have already discussed in multiple projects. So how easy it is to build any kind of a MCP tool if your function is ready, and then you will be able to integrate with any kind of a MCP host. So let's dive into it, and then let's start talking about this particular project, a real-time book summary generator. Now here, we are going to use basically AI, or we are going to use a model, LLM models from Euri, and we have recently released Euri models. There are like a 10 plus models for a different task which is available inside Euri, and we have even released an SDK, so where you don't have to do much. You have to just install, like if you are a Python guy, so in that case you can just try to do a pip install Euri. If you are trying to use it inside a node, so in that case, you have to just do npm install Euri, and you will be able to invoke this entire function. You will be able to pass your API key and your model ID. Now, model ID you all will be able to get from here. So as you can see, so we have given a model ID. So whatever model that you would like to use, you just have to give a model ID and API key wise. So here you will be able to see your API token. Just have to copy and then keep it inside your environment, and it is going to work. So it's very easy in terms of using an AI, in terms of using this LLM models, and we are going to use it even inside this particular project. So fine guys, let me open up my VS Code, and first of all we are going to build a book summarizer, so which is going to summarize my entire book, and then we are going to build a YouTube summarizer, so which is going to take a YouTube link, maybe one link or maybe a multiple YouTube link you can try to give over there, and then it is going to give you the entire summary with a timestamp for a YouTube video, and it is going to give you a SEO compatible tags, or it is going to even suggest you a multiple titles out of it, and maybe you can try to use this project for your own YouTube video. So let's get started. So here I'm going to open up a new folder, and then inside this folder, so I can go to code, I can try to create a new folder over here, and book and YouTube summary AI. So this is something that we are going to build. So let's see. Yeah. So I'm not going to write a code because code base is going to be very big. So what we are going to do is, so we are going to basically look into the overall structure of the project in a step-by-step manner. So we are going to build this entire project, and again, so you all will be able to access this code inside your dashboard. A link is already available inside your description, so you all can enjoy, you all can build, you can try to add things on top of the same one. Yeah, so let's get started guys, and let's start building this entire project. So in a very first part, so what we are supposed to do is, so maybe we can try to create a couple of files over here. So we can try to create a very first file called as .env, and here, so I'm going to keep my Euri API key. So here Euri API key wise, so I can try to create a variable Euri API key is equal to, and then as a string, then I will go to this Euri dashboard, and from here, so from authentication, I can try to copy my Euri API key, and then I can try to paste it over here. So in this way, I have a Euri API key. Now, once I have a Euri API key, I will be able to use any kind of a model from a Euri. Now, what is our next step that we have to do? So we have to basically build a complete Streamlit application. But before that, so we have to build a supporting function so that it will be able to read a PDF, so that it will be able to maybe extract some of the information, so that it will be able to summarize something out of it. So one by one, let's start doing that. So first of all, what I'm going to do is, so I'm going to create something called as pdf_utils, pdf_utils.py file. Now inside that, what we are going to do is, so we are going to basically read the entire PDF. Yeah, read the entire PDF. Now this is the piece of the code which will help you out in terms of reading the entire PDF. And obviously if you are using Euri, so you have to go ahead and then you have to do an installation of a Euri. So as it's been mentioned over here, so simple pip install Euri AI and you will be able to access this Euri AI out of this one. Now here, so once I'm able to create this PDF utils, so now what this PDF utils is going to do, so whatever PDF that you are going to pass from your UI interface, or maybe you can try to pass a path over here. So let's suppose if I'm trying to upload a PDF and then it is going to open up this PDF with the help of this fidge package, and one by one, it will try to go through a docs, as you can see. So I'm trying to iterate it over a for loop, and one by one, it will page by page, it will go, it will try to extract a text out of it, and then it will try to find out all the data out of this like a PDF that I'm going to pass, and then finally it is going to return you the chapter. So this is what this piece of code is going to perform. So it is going to read the entire PDF for me. Now once the PDF reading is done, then what is next that we have to do? So basically once this entire reading of this PDF is done, so what we can do is, so we can try to pass this data, so whatever data that we are trying to like extract from a PDF, so we can try to pass this data into a AI, so that my AI will be able to generate a summary as per the prompt that I'm going to give, or like it is going to generate some sort of a question, or it is going to perform some sort of a operation over here. So let's try to build that particular part so that it will be able to, you know, summarize each and everything, and then it will be able to like generate something out of it, where I'm going to use Euri. So Euri is very much important if you are going to build it. You can try to use any other AI APIs, that's completely fine. You can try to use a Grok over here. You can try to use OpenAI key, API key. So it's completely fine. It's all up to you. But yeah, so I'm going to use Euri over here. So fine, let's go ahead and let's try to basically create a like a Python file, so which is going to maybe like give a prompt in a multiple languages, not just in one single languages. So here I'm going to create a file called as lang_SEO_PORT language support.py file. Now inside this language support.py file, so what we are going to do is, so we are going to basically keep this piece of the code. As you can see, I'm trying to call Euri, and from Euri, so I'm trying to call a Euri client, and I'll try to pass a API key over here. So as you can see that I'm keeping my API key inside my .environment file. So I'm keeping my entire API key inside a .environment file. It will try to read a API key. I'm trying to call GPT 4.1 Nano over here. You can try to call any other model you want. So here, as I have already mentioned, that we are providing you a multiple model. Now every model is good with some of the tasks. So you can try to maybe check this ID, and then you can try to call this particular model. Again, I'm going to show you that how you will be able to like see a complete model description, which model is good for what kind of a task. That is also I'm going to show you. So by running a command called as Euri -- models, once I'm going to install a Euri inside my environment. So that is going to be like discussed anyhow. So here I'm trying to create a Euri client. Now what I will be doing with this Euri client, so I'm trying to create one function over here, a generate prompt. Now this is the base prompt which I'm trying to create. So I'm trying to say in English that summarize the chapter title, so whatever like a title which I'm going to pass in a concise point for a student. Then again, so I'm like again I'm going to ask in a Hindi that इस अध्याय को छात्रों के लिए संक्षेप में समझाइए, and then again I'm going to ask in a Spanish that okay fine, so like try to summarize it in this way in this particular language. So I'm going to ask it in a multiple languages. Base prompt I'm going to pass. Now I'm going to call this base prompt.get, and then I'm trying to like call a language. So whatever language you are going to pass, if you're going to pass English language, EN, so in that case it will try to give you a summary in an English language. If you're going to pass Hindi, then in that case it is going to do a Hindi summarization. And then this is the prompt I'm going to create. I'm going to attach it with the data set over here, the text that you are going to pass, and then I'm going to pass these things inside my client. Now client is coming from where? So client is actually coming from your Euri, right? So I'm going to use Euri, and then client dot generate completion I'm trying to call. So prompt Temperature, you can try to increase or decrease. So if you are going to increase a temperature, in that case, you are trying to increase a creativity of the model, means you are trying to increase a hallucination over here. If you are going to decrease a temperature, in that case, it is going to give you more robust outcome as per the question that you are going to ask or as per the prompt that you are going to ask. Maximum tokens, as of now, I'm keeping 800, but yeah, you can try to keep it as a 8,000. That's completely fine. So this is going to give you a response. Now, once you will be able to get a response, I'm just trying to return a core or like a whatever response it is going to give you after doing a summarization, after running this particular prompt on your textual information, it is going to just return it, as simple as that. And I will be using it after doing the formatting. Okay, so language support. So I can try to now generate a summary in English, Hindi, or maybe in a Spanish. That's completely fine. Now, what is next that we have to do? So basically we have to now generate a question, let's suppose. Yeah, so generate a question. So again, I can try to take a help of AI. So AI is going to help me out in terms of generating a question after this entire summarization. So let's go ahead and let's try to create a Python file called as questions.py file. Yeah, questions.py file. And again, this Python file is very simple to understand. So there is nothing much over here. So I'm trying to call a Euri client. I'm going to pass a API key. So API key, I'm trying to read it from the environment, from .env file basically. So I'm going to read a Euri client, and then I'm trying to like generate a question. So I'm going to pass a chapter title and a text for that particular chapter. And then this is the prompt. So I'm saying that you are an expert educator. Based on the chapter title, generate remember label question, understand label question, apply label question, analyze label question, evaluate label question, create label question. So this is just a simple prompt which I'm going to give to my AI. Now, so it is going to give me again a response. So here I'm going to generate a question based on the chapter and based on the text, chapter title and text which I'm going to pass. So this is done. This will be able to generate. Now, what is next that we are going to do? So basically we are going to write a code by which I will be able to export it as a JSON file, or I will be able to export it as a CSV file. So just go ahead and try to write some utility over here. So here I'm going to create exporter exporter.py file, and then let's just try to like use this function. So export to JSON. So whatever data that we will be having, so it is just going to export it as a JSON. So you will be able to see your data over here, as simple as that. And then so what this is going to perform, so this is going to basically convert each and everything into a CSV format, and you will be able to get, or you will be able to see your data into a CSV format over here. Now, so this is completely fine. This is done. Now, what is next that we have to do? So basically, I talked about a YouTube summarizer, right? So where we can try to go ahead and then we can try to summarize the entire YouTube video. So you have to pass a YouTube link over there, a YouTube video link, and then it will be able to summarize that. So it's not going to just summarize a books, but it is going to summarize even a YouTube title. It is going to give you a multiple titles. It is going to give you a multiple titles even for a thumbnail or for a YouTube videos. Plus it is going to give you SEO compatible tags. So let's go ahead and let's try to implement that particular part. So here I'm going to create one file called as YouTube SEO_SUMMARY YouTube summary.py file. Now what this file will be doing? So this file is going to, again, it's a very simple one. So I'm just trying to import all the necessary things, including a Euri client over here. And then I'm trying to even import a YouTube transcriptor. And then I'm trying to call even a text formatter. So this is the another installation that you have to do. That's it. And the rest will be taken care by basically a YouTube, like a Euri. Now here, so this function is going to take a YouTube URL, and then it is going to search it, and then it is going to basically match it, right? Whatever YouTube URL that you are going to give over here, and then eventually it is going to give you what? A YouTube video ID. Now video ID is required so that I will be able to extract a text, or I will be able to extract a captions out of it, right? And I'm going to work on the captions. I will be able to get a transcript, and I will be working on the transcript. Now this function, I'm trying to use it over here. So whatever URL, summarize YouTube video full. So here I'm going to pass an URL, and then it is going to extract a video ID. Now this video ID, I'm trying to pass into a YouTube transcript API. So this is again a package which is already available and all of us can use it. So here it is going to like extract all the transcript. It is going to do a formatting. Once it will be able to do a formatting, so here I'm trying to get a raw text, and I'm just trying to consider first 6,000 tokens, first 6,000 word over here. I can try to consider the whole, but yeah, so I don't want to like put much of a strain on my entire like Euri API. So that's the reason. So I've just given 6,000 over here. That's it. Now summary prompt. So here I'm trying to say that you are an AI content expert. Watch this YouTube video transcript and generate the following. So timestamp and format summary. So timestamp with the formatted summary, it is going to generate 5 SEO friendly YouTube title suggestions separated by new lines. You can try to give even 50 over here. That's completely fine. Comma separated video tags for a SEO. So it is going to give you like a SEO tag over here, a short thumbnail title for this particular video. So this is the prompt I'm going to give along with this text which I have extracted, right? So along with the text which I have extracted, now I'm sending this prompt inside my Euri client. Simple. I'm sending this entire like things inside my Euri clients. Now it is going to give me a response. So it is going to return, right? It is going to give me a response, and it is going to like give me this particular response. I'm trying to return URL. I'm trying to return even a video ID. And in this way, I will be able to get the summary. I will be able to get a 5 SEO friendly YouTube title suggestion. I will be able to get a SEO tag over here. I will be able to even get a thumbnail, and whatever else that you need, you all will be able to extract it out of the summary that you are trying to generate over here. Okay. So this is completely fine, right? So I will be able to do it. Now it's time to run this entire application. Yeah, it's time to run this entire application. And with the help of UI, obviously, we have to run this entire application. So here I can try to create maybe app.py file. You can try to name it and with any files, that's completely fine. And then, so I'm trying to create a UI interface with the help of Streamlit. Yeah, with the help of Streamlit. So I'm trying to import each and everything. So whatever like things that we have written plus here. So in a below section, so I'm trying to import even a YouTube summary. So I believe this name is different, YouTube summary. So from YOUTUBE, now it is able to recognize. Yeah. So made the correction. So this is the file name. So I'm just trying to import this one from here. Okay. So once I'm able to like build this app.py file, so what I have to do is I have to do all the necessary installation. So first installation is obviously pip install and then Euri. So Euri AI, I have to do a installation. So it's already available. So even though like I have already installed each and everything inside my base environment, so it's already available. But yeah, you have to install a Euri. Now, if you would like to know that what and all models are available inside Euri AI, so you can try to write simple Euri AI -models models, and it is going to give you each and everything, all the details that, okay, so here we have OpenAI, this GPT 4.1 Nano, GPT 4.1 Mini, then from Google, we have a Gemini 2 Pro Expo, and for what these models are good, you will be able to even see in this particular place. Again, suggested temperature value. So we have even giving you the suggestion in our SDK. Again, suggest a maximum number of tokens. So we have even given you a suggestion. You can try to play with this entire things as per your own need. As simple as that. Okay. So now it's time to run this entire application, and we have to test this entire application. So what I can do is I can try to write Streamlit and then run and app.py. Let's see. So what happens? So here, as you can see, so we have two sections, right? So we have two sections. One section says that book chapter summarizer with Euri AI, and second one says that YouTube video summarizer. So maybe one by one, I can go ahead and I can try to test it. So I'll try to open up my YouTube video from Euron, and let's suppose this is the YouTube video that we have. So what I can do is maybe I can try to copy just its URL. So whatever URL that you are able to see, just copy that URL, paste it out over here, and then I can try to click that summarize this video. And yes, my code has crashed. So here it is telling me that YouTube summary, import summarizer YouTube video. So cannot import summarize YouTube video from YouTube summary. Okay, maybe like I have given a package name in an incorrect way. So let's try to understand that. So here, and then I can try to copy this, summarize YouTube video, full. Yeah. So now it looks good. Yeah, now it looks good. So now here, Again, I can come over here, refresh it, and then I can try to pass some of the YouTube video. Let's see. So if there will be an error, then we are going to debug it. Okay, so it has started analyzing the video, as you can see, and this was the video URL that I had given. So this was the video ID which my system was able to extract, and this is the response that we are able to receive. These are the response that we are able to receive from my AI. So along with a timestamp, I can even try to build a code so where system will be able to give me this entire things into a much formatted way. That is also possible. So maybe I can try to write a formatter over here, and then this formatter will be able to give me all of these response in a way better a way. So maybe I can try to write that one. So not now, maybe next time we can try to write it down. But yeah, as you can see over here that it is giving me timestamp based. It is trying to tell me each and everything. Yes, it is trying to tell me everything now. So it is even giving me 5 SEO friendly YouTube title suggestions. So these are the YouTube SEO based or SEO friendly title that I can try to keep it for this particular YouTube video. It is also giving me YouTube tags for my SEO. So I can try to use all of this tag for the SEO, and this is giving me a title thumbnail as well. So yes, this is what I need. I can try to make use of this data. So whenever I'm going to create my YouTube video, so that it will be having a highest of SEO at the end of the day. So this is going to give me a beautiful response. And then users wise, so completion token is 632, total number of token which was utilized is equal to 2148, and prompt token is equal to 1516. You can go over here and you can even track your tokens from Euri, that how much token is been used so far and how much token is left for today. So we are trying to give you 1 million token on a daily basis. I think 1 million token is too much. If you are trying to build something, you will be able to build it, and you will be able to keep it up and running on a regular basis. Okay, so YouTube summary is completely fine. We are able to get it. Now next we are going to pass a book over here. So here I'm going to pass maybe a book. So this is not a book, this is not a book, it looks PDF, but yeah, I'm looking for a book over here. So let me look for some a book. Okay, so it's difficult to find books. I have a lot of a handwritten document, by the way. So document, pictures, downloads. No, this is basically a book thumbnail. Maybe I can try to pick some. Okay, so I don't know, let's try to put this book inside the system, and it is telling me that no such file or directory, and this system has crashed. So obviously we are going to fix this one. So file not found, no such file directory. So data/upload/temp PDF. Okay, got the issue. So here, basically when we have created this project, so at that point of a time, so we have created basically export to a CSV. Now here, so it is trying to create a path. So basically it is looking for a path with respect to a data, and then with respect to a uploads over here. So I'm going to create a folder as per the error which I have received. So there is no folder called as data/upload. So I will go and I'll try to create a folder over here. So let's go and let's create a data folder in this particular place. Now inside that, so let's try to create uploads folder in this particular place. Now Control S, and then let's try to refresh this one. Let's try to send some sort of a document over here. And let's see. So yeah, it is trying to extract a chapter one by one, as you can see, right, with the help of my Euri AI, which is using a GPT 4.1 Nano. And here, so certainly here is a concise summary of the reduction of chapter for a student. So it is giving me each and everything, whatever I was looking for. And then it is giving me even a question, right? So this is what I have done. This is what I have built, right? So I was looking for basically a summary of the book and chapter wise, and then I was looking for basically a chapter wise question over here. So remember label question, understanding label question, apply label question, analyze label question, evaluate label question, and create label question. So these are the questions which it is able to give it to me. Now, the whole purpose behind showing you, and even I can try to download as a CSV, and I can try to download as a JSON file over here. So here, yeah, so I will be able to download as a CSV, and I will be able to download it as a JSON file in this particular place. So the whole idea with this entire project was to show you that how I can try to make use of Euri AI, and then how I will be able to perform a different kind of operations based on the LLMs. Here I have just shown you one single application with respect to a Euri AI, means I'm just using one single model over here. But let's suppose if I'm going to use maybe a real-time search, which I'm going to bring in my upcoming project. So over there, you all will be able to find out that I'm going to use a Gemini Flash model. So which is good with respect to a real-time search, right? Any kind of a things, it will go to a Google and it will be able to do a real-time search. It will be able to summarize it, and then it is going to give you the final result. So a lot of such kind of project I'm going to bring for all of you inside this Euron ecosystem, so that you can keep on learning and you can keep on enjoying. Now, so I just would like to give you a task out of this entire things. So what I want you to do is that now we have a YouTube summarizer, and again, it is not just summarizing the entire video. It is trying to generate a timestamp summary. Apart from that, a SEO tag it is trying to generate, a 5 SEO friendly title it is trying to generate, a thumbnail title it is able to generate. Again, for a books, it is able to do a multiple different things. Maybe with books, I can try to maybe like say try to do something with Hindi. Let's see whether it is able to do it or not. Yeah. So amazing, right? So it is able to generate each and everything even in Hindi. So I just have to select the language from here. Yeah. So if I'm selecting Hindi, so it is trying to give me each and everything in Hindi. Now, so I can try to even like select some like a different language, Spanish over here, and it is going to give me each and everything into the Spanish. So this is what, and this is where LLM comes into a picture. And this is what I was trying to show you, the power of LLMs. Now with the Euri AI, so obviously you will be able to leverage all the power of LLMs. This is what like you all are able to see in this particular chapter. Now, I would like to give you a task over here. So as I have been talking a lot about MCP, and I have released a lot of project for MCP. So what you can do is, so maybe you can try to expose this YouTube summarizer. You can try to expose this entire like a chapter or PDF or book summarizer as a MCP tool. Again, it's a very basic, right? So you just have to install a UV packages, and then after installing a UV packages, so based on the discussion that we have done so far, so if you have to expose this tool from a MCP inspector or maybe a Cloud, you will be able to expose it. So just install the package and then run the dev command for maybe your like a MCP inspector, and then maybe you can try to run a UV install command for your Cloud, and you will be able to call exactly same function from those MCPs host or those MCP tool. So with that, guys, thank you so much. See you again in my next chapter. So I'm going to bring more and more such kind of an amazing project. Hope all of you are enjoying the Euri system that we have, right? So just try to make use of this Euri system. The entire ecosystem is very much affordable for all of you. Don't have to spend much. It's just like a 299 rupees per month, or maybe a $10 if you are from outside India. And you will be able to like make use of each and everything. And we are releasing more and more for all of you, so that whenever you are trying to build something, whenever you are trying to learn something, you should not face any kind of a bottleneck at any point of a time. Again, we have inside our SDK, so we have even released a functionality for a LangChain LLM. So if you are trying to build something in LangChain, you will be able to use Euri. And we are trying to bring more and more things inside a SDK. It's just a LLM. So you will be able to use it anywhere you want, not just limited to a LangChain, not just limited to like a simple chat completion calling, but yeah, you will be able to use this potential, this entire capability anywhere you want. So with that, guys, thank you so much, everyone, and see you again in my next video.